Namaste. Welcome to Mindful Vinyas, Mindful Yoga. Together. So today our theme is rooting now and here. And actually, very beginning of so according to the yoga philosophy, it's called yoga. Yoga Sutra. Yoga Sutra is the book was written about the yoga practice. And so very first teaching is, and the yoga begins right now, right here. So that's what is, it's all so many yoga practice and different intentions and different things we pay attention to, but the light here and now is the one that the very important, the most important in yoga practice. So we want to come to the comfortable seat. So today we root ourselves to this moment and here. Relax your shoulders, resting your hands on your knees. Maybe your hands soft, fingers soft, resting to your legs, any place that it falls. Notice the elbows soft. Notice the shoulders soft. And relax your lower back and your legs. And your hips. So in this position, seated position, our root is the hips. Your hips nicely grounding. Then notice the breath coming in through the nose. And notice the breath goes out through the nose. Let's together inhale through the nose, lengthening our spine. And let's exhale through the nose, soften, relax. And continue a few more breaths like that. And breath helps us to bring our mind into our body. So whatever happening into our body reflects to our mind. And whatever happening into our mind reflects to our body. So it's a union. And as you breathe, notice the length of the breath. You can slow down the breath. Now when our mind is into our body, we can feel ease and comfort. Our body is the home, your home. So we settle ourselves at home in this practice today. And notice the root, the ground underneath. And we root into the breath within ourselves. And we root into this present moment. All right. So today we're gonna do Mula Bandha. So harnessing or actually cultivating the rootedness using our breath. So root of our body right now is the pelvic floor muscle group. We bring our awareness there. That muscle group is located between your sits bone, right side and left side, between that sits bone and back of the pubic bone. So that muscle group is a root of our spine. All right, so we gradually finding that pelvic floor muscle group and gently squeeze towards the center, then gently pull it up. And then let's inhale through the nose, lengthening our spine, top of the head reaching upward. And then on our exhalation, drop your shoulder down, relax your pelvic floor as if that the pelvic floor is like a pancake spread down to the ground where you are sitting. Then gather in the pelvic floor again. Gently squeeze towards the center, then pull it up. Inhale through the nose, lengthening our spine. Exhale, relax the pelvic floor, spread out wide and like a flat pancake. Relax. Then engage again, squeeze, gently pull it up. Then inhale, lengthening our spine. Exhale, relax. And let's continue the breath like this. Inhaling, then exhaling. When you exhale, as if you have a roots at your pelvic floor that kind of spreading wide and out and connecting to the ground. And squeeze as if you are pulling the water from the earth and taking it into yourself. Then lengthening our spine and sending that water through your spine, or imagine to be a tree and trunk of the tree all the way up to the branch and leaf. And exhale, relax, soften, sending down, spread wide. Then exhale, squeeze, and taking the nutrients from the earth. And inhale to sending to the tree everywhere. All connective tissues and cells of yourself. And reach the top of the head to the sky and spread wide. Then exhale, let it go. Growing the roots down deep into the earth. And let's being the tree. Non-awareness of growing yourself, growing your tree, and growing the roots down deep into the earth. Right here, right now. And keep going, the breath. And I like to share the quote by Thich Nhat Hanh. Peace is present right here and now in ourselves and everything we do and see. Peace is present right here and now in ourselves, in everything we do and see. The past is gone, the future is not yet here. And if we do not go back to ourselves in the present moment, we cannot be in touch with life. So today, be in the present moment and touch with life. The next inhalation, gradually wiggle your fingers and hands goes out and up. Exhale without seeing your hands. Find your right and left palm comes together and to your heart center. Let's do like that for a few more times. Inhale, hands reach out and up. Exhale, bring our palms together to the heart. And last one, inhale, hands reach out and up. Exhale to bring our palms together to the heart center. You might bow your head to set your intention, dedication for today's practice. Then slowly we're gonna open our eyes. Okay, so let's come on to, let's have a two blocks. So hope you have a two blocks. In front of you, shoulder width apart and shortest height of the block. Then we bring our forearm to the block. Then gently we pull our hips back. So you can bring your palms together and gently pull your hips back. You can lounge your back and relax. And if this is available, point your fingers upward or back of the head and opening our shoulders. And then inhale. If you like, you might move back and forth. But if you like to stay lower down, you can stay here. Or you might gradually go in. So inhale to lift your hips. Exhale, gently pull back. Then inhale, come out a little bit. And exhale to lower down. And slowly, let's come out. Plant your now palms onto the block. And we're going to come to puppy pose. Lounge your back. Then gently pull your hips back. So your hips might not come all the way down to the ground. All the way towards the heel. You can just be halfway and reaching your hands forward. Or you can bring your chin down, forehead down to the ground and pull your hips back. Let's together inhaling. Exhale, let it go. So your knees are open wide and bring our chest lower. One more time, inhaling. Exhale, let it go. The next inhalation, slowly coming up. And we're going to bring ourselves to the ground. So coming onto your belly. So come onto your belly. And let's have your block away forearm down to the mat. And spread your fingers wide. So bring your fingers wide, elbows down. We are coming to Sphinx pose. Point your legs back. So point your toes back and notice the toenail. So this is always be here and now, but always our practice is to notice whole body. So even we are watching, or our face is moving, facing forward, then we tendency to pay attention to where you can see. But this practice, we sense the whole body. Point your toes back, legs down, then pelvis, hips down. Inhale, forearm down, lift your chest up. So relax your shoulder, drop your shoulder and your neck lengthening, elbows. So even you don't move your elbows, but intention is pulling your elbow towards your belly or towards the chest. Then space between your ear and shoulder. One more breath, inhale. Then on our exhalation, slowly lower down. And let's spread your arms wide to the side. So like a shape of the T shape. And stretch your arms, palm is facing down. As you inhale, right leg go up. So your right leg is moving back and float. Try not to bend your knees. Again, you don't see the leg, but feel the leg. Then on our exhalation, bend your right knee, roll onto the left side. So maybe right toe is floating in the air, or maybe touch to the ground. So if your left shoulder is not comfortable, you can move your left shoulder more toward, left hand towards your hips. Otherwise, you are feeling the openness to the left shoulder too. Then relax your head, resting the side, left side of the head to the ground. One more breath. Okay, then slowly come back to the belly. Right leg down and spread your arms wide. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg up. So as you lift your left leg, notice the muscle, your hips, the hamstring, and front of the leg that we are using. And notice the whole body. Feel the top of the head moving forward and your left toe is moving back. One more breath. Exhale. Bend your left knee and move towards the right, and left toe may come towards the ground or maybe not. Then relax your head. So right side of the head is nicely resting to the ground. And opening the right side of the shoulder. Opening the front of the left thigh. Last breath. And inhale, slowly coming back to the center. Both legs straight, point your toes. And let's bring our hands by your side. Inhale. Let's come into cobra. Exhale, pull your hips back. So choice of downward facing dog or child pose. So you can sit towards your heels or you can lift your hips up and head down. Okay. Let's together a big inhale here. Open your mouth. Exhale. Again, big inhaling. Exhale, let go. Now bring your right knee down to the mat and stretch your left leg. So you might use the block or you don't need a block. So either way. So we are pushing. So pushing your left heel back and down to stretch the back of the left leg and the quad. And if you like to, bring whole weight to your left leg, pick up your right knee. One more breath. Exhale, right knee down to the mat. Right foot outside, the left hand go up. Okay, choice of keeping your left foot down or pick up. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, Left hand touch to the left ear, lengthening the left side of the body. You can keep your left foot down or lift it. One more breath, inhale. Then exhale, bend your left knee and elbow comes together. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to the elbow. One more time, inhale. Exhale, knee to the elbow and release. Bring ourselves to tabletop. Child pose or downward facing dog. Let's together a big inhaling. Open your mouth, let go. So when we do this, we are actually bringing ourselves to right here, right now. Right? Take a big inhaling. Exhale, let it go. So when we do this, our mind naturally comes to connect to your body. All right, now bend your left knee and bring your left knee down. Stretch the right leg now. Push your right heel back and down. So we are stretching the Achilles tendon calf, maybe the sole of the foot or foot arch. You can relax your head. You can pick up your left knee or down. Last breath. Last breath. Exhale. Left knee down to the mat. Then right hand to the sky. So you can pick up your right leg off the ground or keep it down. And then inhale, open the chest, looking up. Exhale, gradually move your right hand forward, maybe touch to the ear. Inhale, stretch the right side of the body. Exhale, bring our knee to the elbow. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to the elbow. Let's do one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly lower down to tabletop. Then come onto your belly. So come onto your belly. Then again, Sphinx pose. So we might not need, no need of, what's this, block. All right. So now forearm down to the mat. And again, paying attention to our whole body, toes pointing back. Notice the toenail. Then bring your elbows down. Then notice the whole back of the body from the toenail to all the way to the back of the head. And top of the head is moving forward or slightly up. Let's inhale, ground your legs down, press your hips down, and open the chest. Then on our exhalation, look to your right side and bend your right knee. And so sliding your inside of the right knee to the side. Okay. So if your knee is not comfortable, you want to have a towel or some softness under. Okay. Then still we are trying to look forward. Inhale, pelvis down, belly down, look forward. Okay, next one is, may not be comfortable, but we're gonna do it. It's great for the lower back. Okay, so your right palm face up. Then right hand goes under the left arm. So take it easy. Then gradually lower your right shoulder towards the ground and look to the left. Gradually right side of the head to the mat. Well, relax the head. Maybe right side of the head may not touch to the ground, but that's okay. Then left palm, press right palm down or move towards the left side. And relax the head, tilting the head towards the ground. And notice the back of the body. Last breath. Okay, here is the important part. We are coming out from this pose. So you want to have your left palm down to the yoga mat. Then gradually right hand goes coming out. Okay, so now face to the front. Then left hand go under, palm facing upward. So left side of the body down. So this time we pick up our right knee off the ground and right hand goes behind you and we twist. So keeping your right knee bent and we are twisting. So if you like, you can roll onto our back or can just stay on left side down and spread your arms wide. So you can stay here or you might bend your left knee and catch the left toe with your right hand. May not happen, but if it doesn't happen, that's okay. You know, our practice is starting here and now with what you have this moment, not the future self, not the past self. Only practice can start here now. And yourself of now. Okay, then slowly we're gonna release and come to Sphinx pose again. Roll onto your belly and bring your forearm down to the mat. All right, let's face to the front. So in the Sphinx pose, we find our center, toes back, legs back, hips down. Inhale, press your forearm, lift our chest. Exhale, look to your left side. Then bend your left knee. Inside of the left knee is onto the ground. Okay, so you might not see it, but we are doing the same thing. We are doing the same thing, but the left side. But try to find your center even you bend your left knee and your belly, maybe left side of the hip is, a little bit lifted, but your belly face to the front. Inhale. Then exhale. We're going to start from awkward side, which is your left hand go under, so left palm up, left hand go under the right arm, and gradually lower your left side of the ear towards the ground. So we are opening the left outer arm, shoulder. Then bring your right palm on top of the left palm and press down or move your hand away and your ear away and relax. Nice stretch to the neck. Relax your toes, ankles. Relax your jaw. Last breath. And exhale. So now press your right palm down. Then pick up your left shoulder and let your left hand through. And come into the center and face to the front. Okay, other hand. So now right palm face up. Right hand go under the left arm. Right shoulder down. Tilt your right ear towards the ground. Then left hand go up and over the ceiling and towards the height. And twist. So how much you go is really up to you. You can stay onto your right side or you can lie down on the ground, on your back. You can just simply stay here in a nice openness of our arm and chest. Nice twist to the lower back. You might bend your right knee. Bend your right knee, catch the right toe with your left hand if that's available. So the human, we have a brain that always, our mind creating, or I mean, the mind is keep spinning or creating the thought. Then the thought, worries, fears, and anything, it just comes up. Right? It's a constantly the thinking happening. Then if the story is just taking you to the past or future or somewhere that it doesn't belong to right here, right now moment, just to come back. So it's very natural we do that. But our practice is to just notice and let it go and be here and now. So the breath helps to breath and the physical awareness helps to bring our mind into the present moment. Sometimes we go to very negative thought and it's like a down the hill, it's just go and down and down. But we can just simply come back and then enjoy this moment with the body, that our body moves and we are alive and appreciating that moment. Okay, then slowly we're gonna come out from this pose and stretch your both leg and come onto your forearm. Sphinx pose. Then slide your palms by your side and press and cobra. Point your toes back. Exhale, pull your hips to child pose or downward facing dog. Let's together big inhaling. Open your mouth, let go. Again, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Then next inhalation, walk towards our hand or stand and bend forward. Feet is parallel hip distance apart. Keep your knees soft. Catch the elbow, bending forward. You can swing side to side, or you can just stay there and just notice what is here, this moment. Observing ourselves, learning ourselves. Now when you are ready, bend your knees, lounge your back. Let's slowly come out. So if you touch the leg, it's more stable, and touch the leg and slowly coming up to stand. Inhale, hands goes out and up and catch the elbows. Inhale, lift your elbows upward. So we are stretching the side of the body and the shoulders. And then pick up your heels off the ground if you like, and lifting up and lifting up. Exhale, drop your heel, bend your knees, bend forward, and let your arms swing. Relax. So you can lounge your back and just feel it. You can swing your hands side to side and relax your head. So however it is, this moment and this pose give you some benefit of releasing the tension or relaxing. And slowly we're going to come out from this pose. Soften your knees, lounge your back. And hands goes out and up and touch your palms. I'm just stepping back so you can see my fingers. Interlace your fingers, so it looks like this. Yep. Okay. Index finger pointing and catching the other fingers together, and hands goes up. Inhale. Let's bring our feet together and notice the ground. So this pose seems like we are stretching upward, But without grounding, this pose won't be comfortable. So always grounding, feet down. Zip your legs together. So we are gathering the legs together. That's engage the core strength. Squeeze the glute. Then notice hands goes up. Exhale, hands goes to the right side. So when your hands goes to the right, notice the left foot to the ground. So left finger away from the left foot, lengthen the left side. Inhale, coming to the center. Exhale, the other way. Plant your right foot down and right hand goes away. Inhale, coming to the center. Let's do the other side. And then inhale, come to the center. Exhale. Then slowly come to the center. Bend your elbows. So now bend your elbows and rest your head to your hands. Then gradually opening your elbows out or up. Then relax your head and tilting back. Then move your pelvis forward. So squeezing our legs together. So always finding our root. Legs down. Feet down, legs together. Open ourselves. So it's a little bit of back bend. So move the pelvis forward and open the front. Last breath. Inhale, release. Hands goes up. And exhale, hands by your side. Okay, feet is apart, hip distance, and keep your knees soft. So we're gonna do breath of joy. So 3 inhalation, 1 exhalation. We open our mouth wide and let go. Okay, let's begin. Inhale, 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 inhale. Careful about the furniture around you. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Go on your own pace. Last 2 more. Last big one. And relax your arm. Feet is apart. All right. Twist. Imagine to have a long sleeve and tap your body. And exhale, exhale, twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, gradually back to center. Okay, feet a little bit more wider. Your toes are pointing outward. And open your fingers wide. Inhale, expand. You might look up. Exhale, hug ourselves. Bend your knees. Head down. You can stay higher or you can stay low. Then inhale, spread wide. Expand. Exhale, hug, make it small, lounge back. Last one more time. Inhale, expand. Open wide. Exhale, hug. Bend forward, relax the head. Then relax your arm and just swing. Then gradually lower to standing. Okay, so let's come to face. So we are standing facing to the longer side of the yoga mat. So your right toe point to the shorter side of the yoga mat. Then bend your right knee. So tracking the right kneecap and toe goes same direction. And gradually we are coming to warrior 2. And spread your arms wide to the side. And let's look to the right fingertips and beyond. And shoulder. So you might see yourself on the screen, right? So let's bring your shoulder over the hip. So if you are tilting forward, let's bring it to the shoulder over the hip. Then spread wide and notice the hips opening wide. And then inhale, release our hands down, then stretch your leg. Exhale. So change the foot, right toe pointing to the longer side of the mat, but now left toe point to the shorter side of the mat. Then gradually bending your left knee. So make sure your left knee does not go beyond your toes. So over the foot. Then notice the back heel. Okay, again, we are paying attention to the whole body. So when you bend your left knee, our tendency is just paying attention to the left leg. And notice the right heel grounding, rooting down. And then spread your arms wide, warrior two. And look to your left fingers and beyond. So notice how our chest spread wide. Let's give you a nice confidence. So strong pose with the confidence that we stand here and now. So doesn't need to improve anything. Just you are perfect at the moment. Ground ourselves. So both feet to the ground. Then spread your arms wide. Stand strong. This is a warrior pose. So being a warrior. And all right, exhale. Release our hands on your hip and gradually stretch your leg. Then point your toes to the longer side of the mat. So feet is parallel. So make sure that again I need to do rebooting. So your feet is parallel to each other and the grounding. I'm sorry, just stand there, please. Okay, I think it's good. Okay, then bend your knees and bring your hands on your lap. Then slide your hands down towards your ground. You can just bring your hands down to the mat, or you might use the block. Okay, so bend your knees, then put your hips back. Then inhale, gradually straighten your leg and lengthening our spine. So we're gonna continue doing this. So when you bend your knees, knee toe goes same direction. Then inhale, lengthening. Exhale, put your hips back, bend your knees. Inhale, rising. Last one more time. Put your hips back, bend your knees. Inhale, we're gonna slowly rising. And bend your knees. Walk your hands and hands on your leg and sliding your hands to your leg. And we come to standing. Now point your toes out. So your toes are out. Then bend your knees. So you can be high or you can be low. But this pose again, we are finding our ground. Rooting down, root your feet down. And then lower your right shoulder in and look to the left and twist. Inhale, coming to the center. You can stretch your leg to kind of give a break, or you can keep your knees bent. Exhale, twist to the other way. So we're gonna go on like this for a few more rounds. And finding the openness to the inner leg, inner thigh. And then slowly we are coming out from this pose. And spread your arms wide to the side. So your toes are still pointing out. And then palm is facing upward. Chin mudra, index finger, thumb tips together. And bend your knees and sinking down. Or you can do higher, or you can do lower, you decide. And keeping your arms, shoulder, what's that called? Yeah, shoulder length. And lower. And feel the glute squeeze. And feel the inner thigh. And hold for 5, 4, strong pose, goddess pose. And 3, 2, 1, and release. Great work. Hands on your hip. Then we're gonna bring our toes in and heels in, toes in. Then, now it's a little bit narrow wise. Then face to the right side. So your right toe point to the shoulder side. Then left foot, a little bit to the left side. Okay. So you can think of like a big step, just one big step. Inhale, hands goes up. So facing to the shoulder side of the mat. Exhale, hands come behind you. Catch the elbows or reverse namaste. Okay, again, we know all parts of the body, especially the left heel. Ground your left heel down and notice the back of the body lengthening and feel the top of the head. Then point your right toe forward and bend your right knee and slowly round ourselves and bending forward. Notice the ground. Ground, rooting down. This moment. Relax your head, bowing down. One more breath. All right. Soften your knees, round your back, and slowly coming up. And we're gonna pivot. So face to the longer side, then face to now shorter side of the mat. So now left toe is pointing to the shorter side of the mat. And then you're gonna adjust your feet, right? So your heel is a little bit apart, means there's a length, not aligned together. All right, catch the elbows or palms together. Inhale, ground your right heel and lengthen the back of the neck. Then on our exhalation, point your left toe to the front, bend your left knee, and gradually round our back and bend forward. Keep our glutes, grounding the glutes down to the mat. And tuck your navel towards the spine and lift your sacrum and head down. You can keep your knees bent or you can explore by gradually straighten the left. One more breath. On our exhalation, release our hands down to the mat and bend your back knee and bring ourselves to the seat. So whichever you like to face to, and stretch your legs to your front. And let's come to the seat. Hands come behind you. Bend your knees, front. Then move your knees side to side. So let's start from small. So just the knee goes side to side. Then when you are comfortable relaxing the hip, you might bring your knees all the way towards the ground. May not come all the way to the ground. So maybe you don't need to use the arm down. You could use, so hands off, you could use your core strength to lift our spine upward. So for me, if I move my arms a little bit higher, feels like I can lengthen my spine. So do that. Then do a few more times. Okay. Then when you are ready, let's come to the center. Have a block, one block, place between your thighs. So having between your thigh, that's, remember that we did a pelvic floor muscle to engage the breath, the mula bandha. It's the same way. If we are able to engage the pelvic floor, all these core strengthening work is become easier. Okay, so using the pelvic floor, zip our legs together, zip the pelvic floor muscle group, squeeze the block, and we're gonna slowly lower down, lounge back, and lower, and lower, and lower down to the mat. Okay. So now we are planting our feet down to the ground. Hands by your side. And tuck your navel towards the spine and press the hips down. Inhale, lift your hips up. And hands goes up over the head. Exhale, gradually lower down. So let's do 2 more times like this. Tuck your navel towards the spine. So we are kind of gradually engaging the pelvic floor, gathering the hips, legs, and left. Exhale, gradually lower down. Then when the hips touch to the ground, relax the pelvic floor. Then when you want to go again, engage the pelvic floor, then lift your hips. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Okay. So this time we just pick up our hips, then bring your hands by under our body, interlace your fingers. Okay, pelvic floor engaged. Walk your elbows, shoulder blade closer. So if you have, I have my hair is bothering, so needs to remove my hair. All right. Then lifting up, squeeze the block and lift. Then relax your jaw, soften your face, creating a space to the neck. And pick up your heels off the ground and lift up, squeeze. And some more, one more, inhale. Then the hands goes up and over the head. Exhale, lounge back and slowly lower down and lounge back and lounge back and slowly coming to the ground. Rock away, drop your knees one side and the other side. All right. Bharatanatyam or shoulder stand. Again, if you are into the shoulder stand, don't move your head. Try not to look to the screen. So first one, I am demonstrating the bharatanatyam, block under your hip and legs go straight up. You can do this one or you can do shoulder stand, which is your hands come at your lower back, legs goes up. And look into your toes and open your toes wide and press up to the sky. Okay, here we can also practice the pelvic floor or looting energy to harness the looting energy. Zip your legs together, squeeze the pelvic floor, lifting up. And if you like to bring your toes over the head, Halasana, welcome to do so. Or you can just stand. A block under your hip. Now, let's slowly coming out by bending your knees, knee to the chest, hips down, and bend your knees to bring our feet down to the mat. Okay, now slide the block away. Okay, block away, but your palms under your hips, palm facing down. Then walk your elbows closer and lift our chin up, chest up, stretch your leg, fish pose. Pelvic floor to use. Zip the legs together, point your toes. And relax your jaw, open our jaw, throat, your chest. Exhale, slowly release. Happy baby, open your legs wide. Catch the leg. Relax the belly. Relax your lower back. Then cross your right leg over the left. Bring our both knee to the right side and twist. And look to your left side. And the other side, cross your left leg over the right. Move your knee to your left side and twist. Okay, and slowly coming back to the center. And we are coming to Shavasana, but welcome to have, if you like to do a few more poses to help you release where you have attention. But it's a Shavasana. If you wish to have a few more poses, welcome to do so. And when you are ready, lie down to the mat. Okay, let's spread ourselves wide to the ground. So your legs are apart. Relax your toes and pointing your toes out. And relax your arm, palm facing upward, and then your arms are kind of, spreading wide to the side. And spread yourself wide. Inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale. Let go the tension. Feel the gravity sinking down. Again. One more time. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Drop yourself to the ground. And let's rest in Shavasana. Relax everything. Let go and let it go. From Thich Nhat Hanh, you are alive. That is a miracle. And that miracle is available to you right now. You are alive. That is a miracle, and that miracle is available to you right now. Gently feel the body. You can wiggle your toes, fingers. Just simply feel your body and appreciating this body. And notice the breath. And notice the chest large and full with the breath. And simply appreciate. And the hands goes up and over the head. Let us stretch from toes to fingertips. Let's together big inhale, stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth. Exhale. Bring our knee to the chest. Give a nice hug to ourselves. Thanks to our body, mind, and heart, what we have today. Gently roll to the side and coming up to a comfortable seated position. Let's together, big inhale, hands reach out and up. Exhale, bring our palms together to the heart center. Anjali Mudra, gesture of gratitude. Gratitude to this moment, space, community, and we have today in our life and our breath and this mind, whatever we have today. And let's hold the gratitude with us and continue our life. Thank you so much for letting me guide us through your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm going to practice what we practice